Going everybody, Brian back here with another Caspa update. All right, took a day off there in between here to see what price action was going to do. So we're going to take a look at it here today. First thing I want to show you guys is how fast this thing is moving. Compared to prior moves here. Okay, just want to we're going to take a look really fast here and show you guys something. Right down here. All right, date range. There we go. All right, this one here to the top took 60 days, okay, for that first one. All right, the second one, top to top, took 126 days, okay, from this top to this top. All right, now if we move over here, from this top to this top, took 128 days. Wow, it really took that long. 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 months. That's kind of shocking there. This move here, I mean, we are moving up extremely fast here, okay? This one here, we're only on, 38 days, okay? Compared to these prior ones, you had 60 days to get, to our top here. From top to top here, 4 months. From top to top here, about the same, 126 days, 128 days. These two here were very similar. All right, now this one here, we're only on 38 days. All right, and we just got rejected up here, right, pretty close to the all-time high here. All right, we're gonna dig a little bit deeper into this chart here and look at some more SIs and stuff here in a second. But if I could ask you to please hit the like and subscribe, guys, I would appreciate that so very much. Helps me out a ton. And here's the bubbles for the day. A little bit of a green day out there, not too bad. You got where's Caspa here? Let's take a look. We are down 2 ranks to 42nd. Not too shabby. A $994 million market cap. Seems like every time I do a video, I just can't get that billion. 24-hour volume, 13.2 million. Okay, that volume has dropped down a little bit. Obviously, people waiting for a pullback to buy in here. Nobody wants to buy, possibly a top here. They're waiting for a pullback, not a top, but a top action price. No, but you don't want to buy up here. You want to wait for a pullback to come in if we get one. All right, if we move over here. Kaspa Block Explorer 1.7 transactions a second, 21 petahash. That thing's moving up big time. This thing was at 17. When we, what was that, about a month ago when we did that video, something like that. 2 blocks per second. Up and down 0.8 to this. This is going to go into the article I'm going to show you guys here. This has a $991 million market cap on here. But if we move down here, these whales, boy, they move a lot of stuff around here. I noticed that quite a bit. 16 minutes ago, 1 million on the dot. There's 14 million 18 minutes ago, 9 million, 10 million, 2 million. Look at all this movement, 2 hours, 3 hours. Sure move around a lot. Most whales, unless they're adding to their bag or they're selling a little bit, whatever they're doing here. But a lot of whales that just let their wallet sit, but who knows, maybe they're this could also be Caspa, I guess, getting rid of some for miners. I don't know, but there's always an awful lot of whale movement constantly every time I come on here. 16 minutes ago, whatever. Here's the live activity on the chain. You can see there. I am the one. I'm getting excited. I want to see smart contracts. Okay, smart contracts is really going to obviously give this thing a lot of credibility. I want to see some news on that pretty soon. That would be great to see. All right, right over here, this was put out today by Caspa. Caspa on Rust, new benchmark, 10 blocks per second. Mempool manages thousands of pending transactions. I'm not going to read the whole article, but Caspa recently unveiled another significant advancement in the performance of their mempool, a term referring to the temporary holding space for unconfirmed transactions. That's like people in line at the grocery store. You know, they're in line waiting for their transactions to be completed. The new mempool design can now manage a high-frequency 10 blocks per second network, even when saturated with hundreds of thousands of pending transactions. Behind this achievement stands Michael Sutton at the helm and documenting the process on Twitter, joined by the Rust powerlifter Tyram. Some months back, Kaspa halted its 11th testnet. Testnet 11. This decision was primarily made to refine everything associated with the pathways of the mempool's operations. Before this intervention, the focus was mainly on refining their consensus validation engine. This engine, created with parallel processing in mind, was tested and proved capable of handling approximately 32 blocks per second. However, challenges arose when attention shifted to the mempool. Its initial design was straightforward and needed to be refined to manage heavy loads, revealing bottlenecks that hindered performance. All right, what they're showing here, timing in seconds, mempool bottlenecks prior to current improvements. Oh, okay. Then you go down here, program time in seconds. Well, mempool size, I don't know. You guys can figure that out. I'm not going to act like a big brain like I can figure that out there. But oh, here we go. Figure 1. Right here. Alright. This graph illustrates the challenges of the previous mempool system under constant pressure. It showed significant strain when subsequent to an influx of transactions. More than 10 blocks per second BlockDAG could efficiently manage. The system nearly halted at one point, especially between the 60 to 80 second marks. Even though it was handling a mere 35,000 transactions, two metrics stood out in this figure. The left demonstrated the operation time over here, okay, while the right showcased the real-time mempool size. Okay, over here, both metrics reflected that the build block template and the block submission times were increasing at a high rate in correlation with the mempool size. This indicated the need for internal mempool algorithm optimization. Optimization objectives. The system needed to quickly build blocks, which is crucial for the network's responsiveness. Once a transaction was confirmed, it needed to be moved from the mempool promptly, ensuring a smooth operational flow. Yeah, if it's done, get it out of there. Maintain a consistent rate at which the new unconfirmed transactions are accepted regardless of the mempool's load. Results. The mempool then underwent a transformation. Large operations were fragmented into smaller, more manageable tasks, allowing many to run concurrently. Additionally, the internal algorithms of the mempool received significant overhauls for improved efficiency. There's that one there. Okay. You can see the transactions, I guess, in here. Massive inflow. Wow. Okay, look at this. Figure 3, the results of these interventions were nothing short of impressive. Michael Sutton referred to figures 2 and 3. Alright, 2 and 3 to underscore the improvements in tests. They attempted to send a staggering 1.4 million transactions to a node to demonstrate that until the mempool reaches a stable size of 600,000 transactions, over 600,000, the transaction submissions will alternate pausing and resuming to maintain. Figure 2 showed that BBT times were around 25 milliseconds. Figure 2. While block submissions averaged 150 milliseconds simultaneously, Figure 3 highlights the transaction processing speed of over 2,000 transactions a second. Most notably, these figures remained stable even with a considerable load on the mempool, indicating that the node performed seamlessly. Awesome. The nutshell: Caspa's advancements signal a more resilient, efficient, and adaptable system. It's designed to manage a significant transaction load without compromising performance, making a pivotal moment for Caspa's breakthrough technological journey. The days of frustrating delays, throughput limitations, and lengthy transaction times are poised to be things of the past, with a keen focus on quicker transactions. The revamped system efficiently processes tasks, even amidst high transaction volumes, ensuring unparalleled reliability. Awesome. That's great news to come out. You know, we need to see something like that. That's good news. That's great. That would explain, why the petahash is starting to go so high. 1.2 blocks, 2 transactions per second. I mean, these numbers have definitely gone up, since we started these videos, for sure. So you knew something was going on here with this petahash getting higher and higher. All right, but if you want to go check that out, guys, it's on Kaspa.org. You can go over there, right over to Kaspa's website, and check it out. But 10 BPS Mempool manages thousands of pending transactions. All right, so that's great news. So that's anything that was right off of Twitter. I got that. All right, so let's move on here. All right, let's go over here. First off, really fast, what's going on with the rest of the market? All right, Bitcoin dominance got a little bit of a beat back here. That's what we wanted to see here. After that, after it broke this resistance, it has gotten rejected here. All right, Bitcoin itself, it's down $70. It has broke, up considered to what we've been. This on the daily, all right, that daily RSI right at the top. So we'll see what happens, but it has flipped to this upper level, right above where it was, consolidating there for days. It has busted up above that upper level, so we'll see if it can hold it. The weekly, where's that weekly RSI? Beautiful, reset. We never took out this lower low over here. That's big. We did close, but we didn't. Okay, so we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. We got that weekly reset, and where's the monthly? Monthly's bearish. So we'll see what happens with this thing. Hoping to see a move out of it, because that brings liquidity in the market. It brings buyers in. It brings money in. And when buyers come in, they spend money on altcoins. You know what I'm saying? We're all in the bear market. Okay, that's where you want to buy in crypto. When nobody else wants it, that's what makes people rich. You guys are gonna make a pile of money. I can promise you that. When this bull run comes, just wait. I'm telling you. It sucks buying right now. You're thinking, oh my God, crypto. Right now everything just looks so doom and gloom out there with Bitcoin being stale, and even if you go back here and look at volume at the bottom, it's just need volume coming in here. This on the weekly. Look at the volume is just so low. And if we go back through here, look at this chart on the bottom. I mean, there's just not a lot coming in. You are getting a few. There's a green candle there, 69,000 Bitcoin, and this green candle started here on the weekly. So maybe we'll get some action here, because the past 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9 weeks we're all red. All red coming down here. So we need a bounce out of this thing. Need some action to come in this market, and that'll bring the buyers in. The Dixie, look at this thing, man. Oh man, it's just been a beast here. Got the weekly RSI is at the top. It's at 199. All right, the daily, you're getting there. All right. You can see how this thing has just stepped right up here. This line apparently should be down here, right there. Okay, it came up here, and it's obviously holding that. Way to keep track of this thing. Let's hold on a second. Get that off there, because we got to keep track of momentum on this. Let's put a trend line on here. keep track of this. Probably about right. Let's see, these two here I want to connect. Whoops. Got to keep track of this Dixie because, you know, this thing, boy, it just barely held the trend line there. Alright, good. Yeah, we'll see if it breaks this trend line, then something else is happening. Alright, we got them RSIs getting pretty high up there, so we'll see. And if you guys, I put 3 more videos out for the trading. There's 14 videos in the trading classes now, so if you want to go over there and sign up, that would be fantastic. You got to the end of the month, $14.99, 14 videos now, so you know it's about $1 a video. Every bit helps out, you know. Just a like and subscribe, guys. And if you want to support the channel, for $1 a month, you can sign up for just a basic membership. All right, so everything helps, you know. That like I've said a million times, just a small YouTuber. I don't make much doing this, obviously, and it isn't for the money. I do it for the community now. The Kaspa community is the best. You guys, I freaking love you guys. You guys are awesome. Gold it has had just a tiny little pop here. That, oh boy, that daily RSI is just starting back up. Not that I want to see gold do bad at all. I just I really want to see it finish out this ABC, where the monthly is at the top. And the weekly looks like it wants to roll over, so might get this ABC finishing out here. You can see that weekly starting to curve over. All right, so that's probably going to tie up here with this monthly. Monthly's bearish to 79 and an 81. So we'll see if we get that pullback down to 1800 here. I'm sure there's a pile of people waiting for that. You know, this ABC looks pretty nice. You know, if that plays out, you're gonna have a pile of people buying down here. It's a major support area. You can see here it was resistance, back here support, you know, a major area. So $1,800, 1803 roughly. We'll see if we get it. All right, let's move on here to Caspa. This thing has just been a beast. God, I love this token. You know, it just like I said, I would love to see some news about smart contracts coming out anytime. That'll really shut a lot of people up. That's for sure. We'll see what happens here. But this is on the weekly, guys. Big bullish engulfing candles, beautiful. The weekly RSI's at 42 and a 39, still heading up, beautiful. Right about in the middle. It's got, you know, as long as it keeps that upward momentum, this thing could bust any time. You know, if we put a Fibonacci on this thing, look at this. This thing is just, and the Fib is a super important tool. It really is. I've said it a million times. If I had one thing to trade with, give me it. You know, right up through that 786. And it's actually holding above that 786 right now. So the 618 and the 702 are them 2 danger areas. That's where a lot of times you'll get a rejection, or it's going to bust through that area, okay, and to higher prices. And I absolutely believe in my heart 100% this is going to set a new all-time high soon. All right, we got the daily correcting. The daily's at an 81 and an 88. The 12-hour. The 12 hours at a 61 and a 65. You can see this red candle we're getting here. Came right up to that top, right to this area here, over here. That's this yellow line that I put here. And hit it once, and we hit it twice here on the 12-hour. And getting a rejection here so far. The 8-hour pulling down 37 and a 52. The 4, 58 and a 73. And you can see that 4-hour candle there took a pretty good rejection there. The 1 hour is turning back up. It's at a 3 and a 7. All right, you can see where it's going. It's coming back down to this 0.046. All right, that's pretty obvious that this has been a very good holding ground here, and looks like that's where it's headed. It's coming down there pretty fast, though. Let's see here. You know, worst case scenario, you know, if we go out here, let's go out in the weekly and see. That's the thing here. We don't really have much to go on for support and resistance areas this high. Okay, on the weekly we have a very, very good support at 0.041 right here. This line you can see over here was resistance, support. Very good area, strong area to hold. All right, if we pull this over, this was actually, what was this? No, I was gonna say maybe it was previous all-time high. It wasn't. Okay, right up through here, you don't have a lot to go on. We go out in the daily. All right, we do have this area here, which was you know, resistance through here, support here. Support, resistance. This is a very, very good area for that 0.0467. Okay, if we lose that in this correction, okay, if we lose it, this thing could be bull flag in here. It's hard to say right now. If we lose that, watch for the 0.041 right here. And I know that looks like a long ways down, guys. It's not. Okay, you're talking about 0.046 cents to 0.041 cents. All right, that is actually, you got to get a correction sometime. All right, that'd be a 10% correction. That's nothing. All right, that would come down. This area down here was resistance here, support here. You know, resistance all through here, support here. A very, very solid area if we lose the 0.046. All right, so with this daily, you know, of course, this thing, like I've said before. If you look over here, this daily was at the top when we were here, and look what it did. So the daily can stay at the top for a while. You know, the 12, 61 and a 65, we're at a 65 down here in the RSI too. So getting a little high up there. We're at a 65 on the daily. The 8 hour, we're on a 62. Would like to see this thing come down some, you know, to build up the energy for this next push. All right, we're at a 55 down here. So, like I said, I would like to see this thing maybe pull back some. That'll bring, I'll guarantee you, there's a lot of buy orders right there at 0.041, 0.041, 0.042, whatever you want to call it. Right here, there's probably a pile of money sitting, and you know, they probably want to grab that. So if this thing ends up pulling up down here, you're going to see a bunch of money come in here, and I would expect a rip up from there. You know, you could have a 1, 2, 3. The fourth wave is always your biggest and most complex pullback, and a fifth wave up. The only thing that doesn't make sense here, if I'm doing a trend-based fib, you know, if you go the whole way from the bottom here to the top to the pullback, that gives us a target. If this is what is going on here, all right, that would mean a fifth wave up to 0.074. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, that would look something. You know, if that's what's going on here, and it very well could be. Elliott waves are all through this market. Okay, 2, your 3, your fourth wave pullback. You know, this thing could come down. As long as it doesn't go below that, that would be legit. Okay, and then that would be a monster fifth wave. I don't know. It doesn't have to do a full extension though either. You know, could go up to the 3618, could go to the 2618 at 6 cents. You know, it doesn't just because the trend-based fib. A lot of times, you guys know we use that thing all the time. A lot of times it's pretty accurate. All right, but if it did pull back down here, it would not violate that top of that wave 1. Okay, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please hit the like and subscribe. Consider joining the channel. You guys are the best. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.